Walk around the compound, see some tigers, and then maybe Pete's hear some squeaks. Hi, baby. Hi, Miss Raven. How are you? Get you. Got your nice bed. Clean sheets. Only the finest for Miss Raven. Do you see these Pete's? These Pete's need fluffy, soft comforters and clean sheets. It is known. Yes, it is known. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I don't know who did this. I don't know who did this, but I love it. I love it. These are the things that I love. These are the things that I love. Okay. Bow, bow, bow. Whoa! Hi, Bags. Hi, baby. What are you doing? You're going to have someone else let you in because I'm webcasting right now. Hi, Sugar Pie. You know, anytime that one of the house meows shows up on like any of the content, I'll always invariably get questions like, do they ever get around the cats? Like, well, the ones that do get around the cats, like, you don't see them because they're not around. And then the ones that are smart, like Bagheera over here, like, she keeps herself a healthy distance. Now, I will say, though, that there was a weird occurrence, and this is way, way long ago. She actually used to get into... Yeah, she actually used to get close to Sprinkles, full-grown lioness, which was weird. And, like, they just kind of had a mutual understanding, like, all right, I'm not going to eat you, and I'm going to go over here, and we're going to hang out. Like, all right, cool. Sign a pact. Put our Pete's on some paper. Cat pact. Hi. And of course, Tony's like, I want to eat that kitty cat. I want to eat that cat. Yeah, look at you. Yeah, that's the thing. And Baggy sees that, and she knows that, and she's like, I'm not going to get close to that. All right, I got to go. Don't follow me. Don't follow me. 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 Hi, bud. How you doing? Hello. 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 Hi, bud. Hi, mister. How are you? What do you know? Oh. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? February 21st, 2017. It is a beautiful day. The sun is out, birds are chirping, there's green grass everywhere. It's in the mid to upper 70s right now. It's insane. Oh. Yeah, no, Derek, it happens every year. Yeah, no, it gets cold and then it gets warm. And that has to do with the tilt of the Earth's axis. Whether or not certain portions of the planet are facing the sun or facing away from the sun. That's something that's been happening for, oh gosh, I don't know, some millions of years? Billions, even? So yeah, it's when you sit there and say like, can you believe it? It's, no, I can believe it. I can believe it. I certainly can. I suppose you have a point there, Brian. Look at that cute kitty. Hello, all you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic walk around the compound webcast. It's one of those webcasts where we are filming the same day that we are posting. There's no rhyme or reason to my schedule as far as, well, I mean, no, there is. A lot of it has to just do with time and availability and energy level, and there's so many different considerations about when and how I post and film my webcasts, my schedule for my webcasts. And there's a lot of, yeah, there's like a a secret formula that only I know that kind of goes into it. It's not even that. I don't think that it's actually that profound. It's just like, it feels, I just kind of go by intuition and feeling things. That's kind of how I do it. Sass! Sass, 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 sass! Cassie! Hi, baby! Oh my goodness! Hey! And of course, just work schedule and like, all right, you just kind of map it out. Like, when am I going to be back? And I don't want to have too many in the can. You can't have too many in the can because then you lose yourself. You get, you're not too topical. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could film like a month's worth of webcasts in just a couple of days. And that's probably not the best idea. It's probably not the best idea. Simply because then you're going to lose. I'm not going to be as topical as I think I should be. Current events, things that happen in the compound. Look at this guy. Look at this and how handsome he is. My darling. Hey, Mia. 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 Oh my gosh, you're here. I see you now. I can't stand it. Kitty. Max. 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 Max, Max, Max. Psst. Max, Max, Max. Let's go. Okay, never mind. See you later, bud. Good chat. Hopefully it's not too nice. Hopefully it's not so nice that the kitties don't even want to come up and say hi. Hi. How you doing? Are you tolerating my presence more? That's good. I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I can get. There's a big difference between hatred and indifference. Big difference. Emotionally. Sometimes people, they want to say like, oh my gosh, they want to just lump it in the same thing. He hates me. Like, no, he just doesn't really think that much about you. What? But my mother thinks about me. Yeah, I know, because that's kind of a biologic, thing, and it's like it's a sociologic kind of thing. And it's just, moms do that. They're like, it's by their nature, that's kind of what they do. But not everyone's gonna have that same feeling about you that your mom has. What? But mother. No, yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? Crazy thought. Oh, look at that. Girls are going around cleaning today, and they're putting in new hay. And then cats are saying just like, this will do. This will do. And then they go, and then they lay in the hay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry. 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 Oh, man. Da, da, da. Yeah, it's kind of like the middle of the day, but I woke up not too long ago. I've been working nights. For a while now, and I'll work, sometimes I'll work nights, and then sometimes I'll work day shifts, and then sometimes I'll work the afternoon shift. So yeah, it's all over the place. Shift work, anyone else out there a shift worker? Oh my gosh, let me know in the comments. That stuff is brutal, right? It's like, even if you work night shift for years, and like that's the only shift that you work, you never really get used to it. You never do. Your body is just not designed. We are not nocturnal creatures. Look at these cutie little girls. Look at these cutie little girls. These cutie patooties. Hi. How you doing? Getting settled in? Settled into the new digs, huh? Yeah, they were having kind of like, kind of conversations with their neighbor, Selena. Like, There was a little bit, not, they weren't like yelling, but they were just like, they were pacing. It was just, and Selena was like, just cats. But again, it wasn't overly aggressive. They weren't yelling at each other. They weren't like, or like being crazy like that. But they were, I think that they were just doing a little bit of smack talking. Some light smack talking. That's it. Some giant smack talking. Oh, my goodness. There was a tiger in this enclosure. Do you guys see where it is? Okay. Is it here? No! Is the tiger up here? No! Where is it? Down there, down there! Oh my gosh, it's been there the whole time! We found the tiger. Hi. That's so. The only children's show with just regular, just killing. There's a lot of blood and killing in that children's show. It only lasted part of one episode before it was canceled. I wonder why. Well, you know, we want to teach children, little ones, about the harsh realities of life, but at the same time, we want to teach them all about numbers and coloring. What color? Is blood blue? No! That's right, it's red! Some weird version of Blue's Clues. I'm reading an article about that guy, Steve, from Blue's Clues. It was like the high, like there's so many, like that, the show is so popular. And when there's like crazy rumors that get perpetuated about you, then you know that you're successful. You know, did you know that Marilyn Manson like surgically removed one of his ribs? Like, no, that's medically, you can't do that. That's not how it works. It sounds like legit. Yeah, no, it's not. And I remember hearing just like, yeah, Steve he's like an assassin, or he's like a crazy hippie guy or something like that. And I think that he was just like a normal dude. Anyway, top of his game. Like the highest rated kids show at the time when he decided like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bow out. And like that's when like Blue's Clues kind of limped on for a couple more years after that with like another different guy. I don't remember what the guy's name was. But no, I remember like I was in high school by the time like Blue's Clues was like first getting out, and I had like nieces. They were watching it, so that's what I used to watch the show. No, I'm just saying. But it was like the highest rated, and it was tremendously popular amongst parents and kids. They would watch it. It was on Nick Jr. But whoa, look at that. But he decided to not be the host anymore, like when it was at its highest point. And one of the reasons, because he started losing his hair. And he says this in interviews. It's like, basically, he's like, I didn't want to be the guy on this tremendously, like I didn't want to be that guy. Like I didn't, like Steve is supposed to be like this character. He's not supposed to like get old. And it wasn't so much of a vain thing as much as it was like, yeah, no, this was the character. And like, I wanted to keep it like that's in that realm. Like you could have a show like Mr. Rogers like go for 30 years like it did. Because the character of Mr. Rogers, he's supposed to be like this friendly guy, you know, that just is this good day in the neighborhood and all that stuff. But no, I think it makes sense, I guess, in that weird kind of way. I don't know, this is a weird break. I'm going to change what we're talking about. Yeah, kids shows. Because that all happened from blood. It all came from blood. This is such a weird one. I woke up not too long ago, and I just had coffee, so I'm a little bit sleepy, a little bit loopy. It's going to be a lot of grass around the compound. I'm going to make it to the other side of the compound, so hold on. If you have any horses, I suggest you go get them, claim them, so that they're your horses, okay? So once you have your horses, I want you to hold them. Okay, hold them. so you can hold your horses. Can you do that for me? All right, hold on. Boom! Magical teleportations. Oh my goodness, Expelliarmus. Wrong spell, whatever. Look at that guy, sleepy. Monsieur Champers just got done mowing his enclosure. Mowing the enclosure. Got to do that. Don't want the grass getting too crazy high. What about the grass you want to have high? No, there's certain areas where you can have certain things, but it's like you don't want to get it too. You don't want to turn it into like a grassland kind of situation, because then it'll, like, you know, like the mice will come in to live, and then the snakes come in. It's just, you don't want that. You just don't want it. So there you go. Keep the grass like high up around the edges, and then you have like, there's like bushes and brambles that grow in certain strategic points. So yeah, kitties have plenty of places to hide in their secret tiger gardens. I mean, you go back to any of the old vines and the Instagram posts, and you'll see that's just, yeah, a lot of that stuff. It's a magical land of mystery in the secret tiger garden. Oh, what a trip. What a trip that was. That whole vine thing, right? Crazy. It was such a crazy time. And I'm definitely gonna write different things about that. And take more time to kind of like really kind of boil it down and break it down, and like what actually kind of happened, and like the timeline of events and all that stuff, you know, because it really was. It was a really crazy time. I mean, and then it went away. But you know, and the reason I don't get so crazy, because by the time Vine went away, the level, and I've talked about this before, but the level of impact that Vine posts were having, the level of user engagement that Vines were generating, was on the same level as like my YouTube channel and my Instagram account, which were considerably less followers. I had 1.3 million followers on Vine. 1.3 million. And for a while, like the level of interaction that I was getting from each Vine, it was staggering. Just so many likes and so many views. And then it goes away. And then like the same level of, and even though it was, because it kind of became a bit more of like a paper tiger near the end. Paper tiger looks big, but not like didn't have the substance behind it. That's why it's like the YouTube channel and the Instagram account, like I said, considerably less, but like the quality of those accounts are also like a lot more robust and healthy than, because Vine it got so big, and then it just became just diseased and weak. Hi, baby. I know you don't like the lawnmower. She was like, because I was lawnmowered the enclosure in here, and she was on that platform, and she was just like, she does not like lawnmower. She does not like lawnmower at all. But it was such an impactful time, and the reason that any of you know any of this is it's all traced back to that kind of really just wacky time. That wacky time. And it was only like a few years. Only lasted a few years. It was here. Whoa! And then it went away. And luckily I had folks like, Micah and Colab. They approached me relatively early, and they say like, hey, like we specialize in helping Viners transition into like YouTube. And that was good. God, boys, no, what are you doing? And that was a good thing. I was really happy that they did that, because I don't think that I would have taken such a serious approach to diversifying my content platform portfolio had I not been approached. And it was good because basically, like, they were saying, like, look, it's smart to be able to do that. And not to mention that yes, there's monetization potential on Vine, but the way that it works, oh my gosh, look at, oh my gosh, hold on. I won't eat those cows. I won't eat them cows. They don't know that I'm here. They don't know that I'm here. That's Slade. That is Slade. He's like, I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna eat them so much. Can you please come over here and let me put my teeth on you? Please? Please? Oh my gosh. The best TV show ever. The best. Those are Ed's cows. Bim bim. Bim. But basically, like, YouTube was already being set up as it's already being set up as a monetization platform. Vine was never set up as that. It became this thing where social media influencers were then being, it's more of a, like, can you creatively integrate advertisement, like, in the actual platform itself, but you're not having, like, a system set up like Google Analytics and Google AdSense is a system that's already set up and it's linked directly to YouTube. And that's the whole thing. It's like you see the ads and then that stuff goes to, whatever content creator. Hi. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, gosh, I don't even know, like, what the point was. My brain's kind of all over the place. Oh, there was something I did want to talk about, and this is kind of like around this whole thing, really quick. And I'll just have the camera trained off into the distance like this, because there was a comment. Oh my gosh, what is going on over here, boys? You don't see anything. Walk away. Walk away. Oh my gosh, I gotta go over there and catch this, because they are play fighting and it is adorable. Uh-oh, their rakes fell off the back of the gator. You guys play fighting? No? We're a real fight. We're big boys. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. But there was a comment that someone put on, and I'm going to bring it up on the screen, but I'm also going to read it. Because I don't think that you're going to be able to actually, like, not many people can actually read my penmanship. That's my penmanship, by the way. Penmanship? What about pen-personship? I'm sorry. But this is a comment from Pride member Demi-Omam. And it says, as much as I love your stuff and as long as I've been following your content, I almost hope you don't get extremely popular. No, that's not to say I hope you don't get successful, but I like seeing positive feedback, very little to no dislikes and no commercials in the comments. With these kinds of channels, people will find them and not understand everything, then go yell and snap and spread a bad word about it without sitting down to consider the circumstances. You're a phenomenal YouTuber. That's definitely debatable with a phenomenal audience. I agree. I agree with that part. I love the simplicity of your videos. It's raw and honest, and lots of negativity from popularity can ruin that. Never change. To an extent, of course, Derek, never change. So it made me think about just the nature of the content. And yeah, I do know that, like, I've got a kind of a niche crowd right now. I've got a very it's almost kind of like a hipster kind of thing. Like, I like BCT before he was cool. Kind of thing. And I've got a very strong and adamant followership that watches these YouTube videos. you guys are very passionate about this content, but it's a niche crowd, and it's a small crowd, and that's one of the reasons are smaller than some of the larger content platforms and some of the larger channels. And yeah, it's like, I guess because I'm very oh gosh, I don't necessarily pander to the wider audience. I'll do a lot of inside jokes specifically for you folks. I don't do like those like really tightly processed and edited videos. I do the long format stuff that's very rambly, that of course can be very off-putting to some people, especially at the beginning. Like, and I've said this before, I'm an acquired taste. I know this. I am. And like, I see modest growth. My YouTube channel sees modest growth. And it's also another thing where it's like, yeah, you want to try to bring new people in, but that's a big part of like doing those small, tight little videos. Thank you, Micah. Thank you, Collab, by the way, for editing that stuff together. But so much of like the stuff that I spearhead is just this. It's this long, whoa, okay. She's like, stop rambling. I like the stuff that's edited and a little bit. Oh my gosh, so many people are talking. I'm losing my train of thought. Hi, baby. Okay, hi, sugar pie. Hi, baby. They're trying to lock you up? I know they're trying to lock you up, right? Yeah, she's not going to go into lockdown. Not for me. But that's that whole thing where it's like, you don't want to sacrifice integrity, but at the same time, you do want to reach a wider audience. And then people, they automatically think, like, because this is the thing, like, let's say that I did, like, my YouTube channel, like, got really, really big. I bet that there would be some people who would say, like, you're so, because I probably would adjust some things with my content. I would probably do things to try to appeal to a wider audience. And then some people might not like that. And like, you sold out. Like, you used to be like, just so, like, the rawness of it and everything. And that's what we like. It's kind of when Metallica cut their hair. And it's, I don't know. And I'm certainly not trying to compare myself to that level of talent. But it's the same kind of thematic kind of thing. And it's like, yeah, I would like to see more. Because it's just going to help. It's going to help to, it's going to help the facility. It's going to help my own personal circumstances to be able to. Because here's the thing. I do want to try to achieve like a certain degree of financial independence through these content creation platforms, through merchandising. Speaking of which, Team BB's Team Tiki's shirts. You can go to districtlines.com/big-cat-derek. Get your District Lines shirts. Helps me pay my bills. Thank you very much. But, yeah. The more successful that this type of stuff is, then the more that I can focus on doing just this. And maybe someday I can actually, safely and reasonably not have to go to, like, the 9-to-5 career type job kind of thing. I mean, there's like long-term plans and long-term goals and dreams and vision. There's no guarantee that stuff, and it's my outlook and my approach changes. But yeah, and that's the thing. But I hear what that person was saying. What Demio mem. I hear what that person was saying. I don't know if you're a boy or a girl or whatever you identify. I don't know. So that was like a very gender fluid name. But yeah, I hear you. It's like I don't want to. I would never want to become just a pandering hack. But I would like to be able to appeal to a larger crowd. I think about that stuff often and what that means. And it's difficult. Like, how do I, as you think like, well, okay, that's what I want. How do you get there? And I don't think I would, because that's the other thing. And that's why I talked about the Vine account, because I have tasted like a certain degree of like larger than normal notoriety. I have tasted a little bit of it. And I think that was a really good thing, because I kind of got through like all of like, because there were things that happened as far as just how I viewed myself and how I viewed the content. And I think I had to there were some growing pains that I think I had to kind of go through, of adjustment and getting certain things like mentally in check, and like how I approach people and life and family. I mean, there's so many different things. Like I said, I can't just talk about things and just, I gotta really sit down and kind of compile my thoughts. You know, I'm looking at a book or something. But that's actually in the works. But besides that, it's yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to really kind of trail off, and like I said, I didn't really sleep. I actually slept very well, and then I woke up, and then I kind of had some coffee, and then I said, like, I'm gonna go on webcast. I'm gonna mow some grass and then webcast, and I probably should have waited a little bit longer. But then it's like it's the day of, and I know I have to like edit the video together. I gotta process it, then I gotta upload it. Ugh, you know. So I'm looking at the time, and I'm sitting there thinking, like, I gotta get it done. Like, my brain's just like, I'm not doing so good. I'm not doing the most best right now. Like, don't care. We gotta get it. So, here you go. Hopefully I was able to make it somewhat interesting or compelling. You know, and there's just like, that's exactly what we're talking about. This is why we love it and everything. And then, of course, there's going to be some people, they absolutely don't. The folks that stay, the folks here, like the folks that comment are like, oh yeah, no, we love it and we accept it and the rambling and stuff like that. And like the people who don't like it, they just don't comment. They just leave. So it does kind of become a bit of an echo chamber. I will say, a little bit of an echo chamber. And like constant, like people say like, I like it when there's no negative feedback. Well, sometimes I hope that it's being reflective of what people actually think, you know, because how am I going to get better if I don't ever hear like negative type stuff? I don't know. I'm just, anyway, thank you for your comment, Demi-O Ma'am. I hear what you're saying. I appreciate the feedback. I don't think that I'm gonna, if the channel does have a much, I mean, I'm trying to think about doing different things, like starting different channels or starting podcast type stuff that's actually separate from the cats. I'm thinking about, there's other things that I'm kind of looking at doing. So yeah, all the Pride Strong stuff, which we actually compressed the numbers, and we're going to have that information out relatively soon. So for those of you who've been curious about what the latest Pride Strong week long was all about, like, we do have that information, and we're going to be getting that out to you relatively soon. So just stay tuned for that. But yeah, there's a lot of different things, all this stuff. Gosh, I'm rambling. I don't even know if I'm making sense anymore. I love you folks. Always do. Always love talking to you. I'll talk at you later, okay? All right. I think I might just upload this one without even editing it, or not. I don't know. Anyway, no, I have to, because I did all that weird stuff with like the text. Oh man, I really probably should have waited a little bit longer for the coffee to really kick in. Anyway, talk to you folks later. Bye-bye.